Hey folks, I'm Melhorn. In this video, I'm going to attempt to tear this reel apart and hopefully put it back together. Alright folks, what I've got is an Ancient Mariner reel, Pinky. You've seen me use it in countless videos, and I've used it for about 3 years now, and it's finally met its match, sorta. What happened was the Pawl has went out in it. The Pawl is the little thing that makes the level wind go back and forth on a reel. And it's worn out. It happens on any level 1 reel. As you can see, it gets to one side and it's hung up over here on this side, so we've got to replace it. I reached out to the folks at Ancient Mariner. One of the things I said about these reels was, what's going to happen when one of them breaks? Well, guess what, folks? They sent me not only a new Pawl to put in it, but also a new worm gear. So we're going to pull this baby apart, put the Pawl in, and put that new worm gear in. I've already taken the old one out and examined it. This is a relatively easy fix. By the way, a little shout out to my folks at Real Catnappers. I'm using one of their rags that they sent to me. Check them out on Facebook. Big into catfishing. Check them out. They gave me one of these at the Catfish Conference. It's pink like the reel, so I figured I'd use it here to hold on my parts in place. I always like to put like a little terry cloth towel down just to keep stuff from rolling all over the place. I'm going to dump these out here where you can see what we're dealing with. To the catnappers, I'm going to get your towel a little bit greasy. These things came well greased up. That right there is the actual worm gear. That is the part that actually makes stuff turn back and forth. And then I've got the Pawl and actually the cap that holds it in place. So what I'm going to do is take some stuff apart here. I have never taken one of these reels apart before, so I am not exactly sure what's involved in doing so. If you're anything like an Abu, you could probably take these screws off here, and this one end will open up and give you access to everything you need. Usually these things, these screws, you just get them popped loose, and then you can twist them off with your finger. Just a flathead screwdriver to hold it in. All you need is a flathead screwdriver, and poof, you're good to go. Got them all. Boom, that is out of there. As you can see right there, what holds this in is a little bitty pin. It's just a little spring pin. I'm going to attempt to push that off of there, hopefully without firing it across the room somewhere. Just a little C-clip on there. Knock that little ring off. I'll take the screws off on this end just to so one nice thing about having this little piece of terry cloth material down here, actually keep everything rolling around, bouncing off into the floor. End off. Boom, there comes out the old worm gear. Like I said, that's what the new one looks like. Drop it right in there. Now what we're going to do is drop the Pawl. It goes basically into that little place right there. The little thing that runs back and forth. You drop it in. It's got some little teeth on it. You'll kind of see how it fits in there. It'll have, there we go, drops in there like that and then runs back and forth. Poof. Tighten up this little cap that goes on the bottom. Back over there with the screwdriver. And that is on there. That's what I did to do that, to keep your line on. There. I said, this is something that if you pay careful attention to, you can do yourself. May be worthwhile for you to send it back to them for service, just depending on what your mechanical abilities are. I try to work on stuff myself. One, for time, just to get it done. The other thing is I kind of like having a good understanding of how something works inside here, just in case something breaks and I have to fix it, especially in an emergency. So that's kind of my crazy take on it. But one thing, yeah, always put tape around this, guys. It's so much easier if you put a piece of tape around this to deal with. One thing to keep an eye on is these little centrifugal brakes that are on here. They will pop off of there. Just throw this assembly back on. Rock and roll. Like I said, these will tighten down. There she goes. Pinky's ready to fish. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Here are a couple more videos that I think you're going to like. I'd watch that one and then that one. No, do that one first and then that one. I don't know. Just watch them both. They're both good.